I thought we were in the PC-24 real quick. Freeze on me. Okay. This is a sexy plane, though. Just like, look at that supercharger. No, that's a turbo. Alright, anyways, let's get in it.
Good afternoon. So today's destination is Crystal Lake, and we're loaded with general freight.
Crystal Lake?
Everything's secure at the back. Nothing's moving. It's going to be smooth and easy.
Wonder if we're going to Camp Crystal Lake. Got a friend named Jason that lives there. Avionics Master Switch. What's up? He got everything. He literally got everything.
Nice.
Yep. Don't let him fool you.
Wanna go backyard? Go backyard? Let's go backyard.
Lies, brother. Standby power.
And then are you?
No, he better not. Battery switches to on. Okay, landing gear down. That's good. 3 green indicators. Yep, right here. Okay, fuel quantity. That's definitely not a lot of fuel. Let's get some more, huh? It looks like the before starting engine check is complete. All right, nav lights on. Beacon lights on. Gas check. I don't know what to look for there. I don't know what CAS means. Okay, engine starter on.
Our sensitive cargo containers are built to handle slight turbulence,
Starter
but
quick.
maintain a constant flight
Already
speed
did
and
that.
adapt to changing conditions. A prompt and safe delivery is key for the success of our business.
Ignition set to auto. All right, now we're gonna check for oil pressure once we get it on. Okay, oil pressure's in the green. Generator's on. We're in reverse right now. Let's send it from our computer to the avionics. Wait, that's better. Make sure we got a working overlay here. This is working. Okay, turn on our terrain avoidance. Okie dokie. Well, let's announce our taxi, huh?
November 82 traffic. Nastin 8, Mike Delta Alpha 68 is taxiing to runway 5. November 82 traffic.
That's an incomplete checklist, by the way. Turn on our strobe, turn on our taxi. Alright. No smoking, seatbelts on. How about our bleed air? Do we have anything like that? Turn on our pitot heat. Turn on our oxygen. Engine bleed air. Set to auto. Yeah. We're just gonna take the short way here. This thing's real fast. Is there a something we can do about that? Yeah, propeller low speed button. Very good. There we go. No, it's not doing anything different. I just think that the power of these airframes in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 are just so busted. Like, there's no way that... Look, I'm in idle right now. There's no other button for me here. Right? That's flaps. And it's not like there's a mixture for me to like put it in like low mode or anything like that. Things all automatic. Dude, this thing hauls so fast. We can probably take off with it idling. Like, I am jamming the brakes right now. Is that just a glider inside of a trailer? Looks like it. Some dudes Freaking Oldsmobile out here. Some Buick. Grandpa used to drive one of those. That was a mean machine, baby. Alright, we're gonna flaps to it. Alright. United Airlines, I don't think they're landing here. I'll announce.
November 82 traffic. Nasty 8, Mike Delta Alpha 68. Taking off runway 5. West departure. November 82 traffic.
Alright, and before we take off, I'm gonna just set our altitude here to 20, set it to 30 thou, just for fun. Set our heading bug to 270. Okay. Alright. Let's go. It's a small runway. I'm gonna just put her back here. Alright. And just like we did in the last flight with the PC-12, try to get as much as we can. Okay. Goes up. Release.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. Positive rate. You're up.
Gear.
Flaps up. More. Flaps up. We are out of here. This is beautiful. Alright, we're gonna get ATC IFR clearance. 30,000 feet.
Continue to Zergo following heading 305. Proceed.
Boston Center.
Oh geez, they're gonna keep tossing me around, aren't they?
Good day.
Well, that guy's hauling.
United 8-1. Traffic is 12 o'clock. 3 miles at 11,800 feet.
Oh shit. Get some, baby.
Boston Center, Nasty 8, Mike Delta Alpha 68. Climbing flight level 300.
Oh boy. I might be hearing some more of that.
JetBlue 2001.
Hey, Mama.
Maintain.
Alright. Let's put our nose down.
New York Center on 134.45. Good day.
Yeah, I find this autopilot a little concerning. I'm gonna switch to heading. I don't trust the nav. Alright, we can adjust the lights here. Yeah, that's all we had to play with right there. Very good. Yeah, welcome to the stream. We're just playing right now. Had some time to kill before I hit the rack, and I just love this game so much.
Maintain present altitude.
So we're gonna be flying around the Great Lakes. We're gonna be landing at one of the Great Lakes tonight. All right. So now we're close to 20 thou. We're just gonna put a standard altimeter on.
Nasty Nate, Mike Delta Alpha 68, New York Center. Radar contact. Continue to Zergo.
Yeah, weather's a little foggy, but overall pretty good visibility. Alright, we're about to get back onto our path here. I'm gonna hit the nav button shortly after to see what happens. Well, looks like we're on it. Very good. So now it locked into it. So this is automatically turning me. So I was just a little too far from it.
Flex to retrieve.
Very nice. Now it should start auto-correcting.
384, New York Center, radar contact, continue.
Hands off the stick. We're doing good. Doing real good. Yeah, how did I get it to go so smooth? It took a lot of work. But I could tell you about it. You got the time. Let me take a look here. See what's going on. Caution, push to reset. Cabin pressure. It's fine. I don't know why it's crying at me. Yeah, cabin altitude is at 6,680 feet. What I'm doing here is, instead of going through the link cable direct, all this is doing is just charging the headset. I'm using a program, I'm sure you're pretty familiar with it if you're using VR. This program called Virtual Desktop Streamer, right? And from here, I set the OpenXR runtime to VDXR, and I have the codec set to AV1 10-bit, and because of that, it's buttery smooth, especially in here. If this is doing 20-ish, then up here it's doing like 50 to 60 frames a second. So like when I turn around and turn my head around, it's buttery smooth. I was using QuestLink for a long time, and I was using Steam VR, and those are using like the H.264 codecs, right? Because you see there's plenty of codecs you can choose from on here. Automatic sets it to H.264. EVC doesn't look good at artifacts, and so AV1 10-bit Quest 3, even though it's the Quest 2, seems to be getting the job done. And then I set the horizontal FOV tangent and the vertical FOV tangent to 85%, and because of that, it's like, dude, it's so good. You know, I'm plugged into. You should try it. Yeah, for sure. And then I don't know what your specs are. Obviously, I just met you. This works really good on a 3080 Ti. I had that prior to. Now I'm using a 5080, but it almost looks just the same as a 3080 Ti if you're not live streaming. So, or vice versa. 3080 runs as good as the 5080 if you're not live streaming. But because I'm using a program like OBS to capture this, so there's like a OBS 31. You look next to me, there's a open XR mirror capture, and that'll basically give the one eye preview in Microsoft Flight Simulator instead of like that split VR view that the monitor usually does when you're in VR. And because of that, I'm losing like 20 frames a second. And so yeah, it's basically, if I wasn't live streaming, it would be even more silky smooth, but it is what it is. And you know, it's nice. I still find it pretty nice. All right, back to normal flight.
Continue.
This dude here is at he's only 400 or 500 feet above me. Cabin pressure is inclining to 8,500.
New York Center, Exejet 444 is at flight level 275, climbing flight level 430. Generic Charlie 60, contact Boston Center on 1 tree decimal 25. Good day. Exejet 444.
We might have to start descending.
1 tree decimal 25. Generic Charlie 60.
I think this module's broken. I'm gonna go down 10,000 feet before we
New
die.
York Center, Nasty 8 Mike Delta Alpha 68. Request flight level 200.
Nasty Nate, Mike Delta Alpha 68. Descend and maintain flight level 200.
We'll go down to 18,000 feet.
5. Brickyard 4.
We gotta get that cabin altitude down to under 10,000. Right now we're
passing 16,700 feet, climbing 17,000 feet.
okay. It's going down. It's going down.
Endeavor 5 tree 15. New York Center, altimeter tree 019er.
That was scary.
Radar contact.
Holy
Continue.
crap, dude. Thanks, man.
New
Thanks.
York Center, Brickyard
So the issue we were having recently during the ad probably was the cabin altitude pressure was rapidly inclining. It was going almost to 10,000 feet during our climb. This might be because we were climbing too fast.
Delta Alpha 68. Traffic
Hold
is
on.
9 o'clock for miles.
Flight level
At flight level
285.
285, generic.
Well, he's above me.
Report them in
It's
sight.
fine. Yeah, he's right there. I see him.
Exejet
Some busy flight. Way busier than the West Coast. Yeah, so you take a look here on the computer. Cabin altitude says 8430, and it was like 9960 when we decided to descend. We're over 10,000 feet for too long. I believe it's 12,000 feet. You get hypoxia, and you can pass out from lack of oxygen in your brain. But we have our oxygen turned on here, and we have our bleed air enabled. My guess is that the module just needs some updating. And the reason why I say that was the Palladius 24 was also busted until a recent patch. And this is the Palladius 12, and it's using the same exact system. My guess is some of the liveries in this game are not using the latest version of the patched aircraft. So it just kind of is what it is. All right, negative 23 degrees Celsius. We'll keep all the anti-icing on. Nice, this is fun. I'm not used to flying this thing. I fly a much smaller aircraft in real life. This thing's like, it's like having my streaming setup inside of an aircraft. But I really like the PC-24. I swear I selected a PC-24 when this mission started, but it turned it to a 12. All right, cabin altitude 7,200. That canal area right there. That would be so fun to land.
Hotel Golf is at flight level tree.
Here we are, 20,000.
5315 New York Center.
Cabin altitude's going down.
Radar contact, continue.
I bet the oxygen fan or whatever's feeding us oxygen to that's pressurizing the cabin isn't fast enough for the climb that we just did. So I think maybe if we just did a slower climb to 30,000 feet, that would be fine. So I'm gonna wait for this cabin altitude to bleed. Let it bleed to 5,000, and then I'm gonna try to come back and go back up maybe 5,000 feet, and I'll see what happens. Let's see if the north up map works. That'll tell us what version of the plane we're in. Yeah. So you can see the map doesn't work north up. That means that this module hasn't been updated since the previous version of the game for the PC-24. If this is all black and there's not like a map, let's see if I have to enable it twice or something like that. No.
Present altitude.
Yeah, we should be seeing a map with north up versus, or we see the map with north up, but we don't see the map without for our track. So this is using an older build. They haven't updated this aircraft. It's still using the computer. It's still like sim update 1.
Is passing flight level tree.
So because of that, the rest of the plane might be sim update 1 as well. And that's why the pressurization isn't working right.
Exejet 858 New York Center. Exejet 858
It's my 2 cents.
Contact New York Center on 123.625.
Okay, we're gonna request to go 5,000 feet higher. Yeah, for some reason the mouse
New York Center, Nasty
is
Nate
just
Mike Delta
operating
Alpha
at such a
68.
low hertz
Request flight
in
level
VR.
250.
Nasty Nate Mike Delta Alpha 68.
Yeah.
Climb and maintain flight level
Weird.
250.
I'm just gonna take a look at that cabin altitude. At 700 feet a minute, let's go to 1,000 feet. Okay. Climbing. Doing about 10 feet altitude change per cabin pressure
New York Center,
every second.
JetBlue 434.
JetBlue 434, New York Center. Radar contact, continue.
And maybe it's just that this aircraft can't go to 30,000 feet.
127.475. Delta 2577.
But that's doubtful. I mean, this thing's a beast. That's a cool racetrack. But they have a lot of fun. Oh yeah. Look at these beautiful fishing lakes.
Nasty Nate Mike Delta
Yo.
Alpha 68, contact Cleveland Center on 1. Nasty Nate Mike Delta Alpha 68, Cleveland Center. Radar contact, continue to top UE.
Descend to a lower altitude to prevent oxygen depletion. Yeah, so it's broken. Well, let's go to 18,000.
Cleveland Center, Nasty Nate Mike Delta Alpha 68. Request flight level 180.
Yeah, look, it says cabin
Cleveland
altitude,
Center, Delta
6,500.
1068 is passing flight level.
But we're getting penalized by the game,
380.
Contact,
is what it is. We'll wait for this thing to update before we fly it again. Oh my god, this is a beautiful place. Look at this. They have like channels and stuff next to the houses. They must all... Whoa, look at this place. Is it a prison? Some slaughterhouse, probably. Auschwitz. And so we had to strike while the iron was hot, and we got super lucky because we were battling Black Rock for all the houses that were being sold out here. Our elevation is 1,033 feet elevation. Okay. What do we got here? Look, we got some, this is kind of like Monterey in a way. We got some sand dunes. Yeah, kind of looks like Marina. Without the ocean on the other side of it. Alright. You're down. Alright. Auto throttle off. Autopilot off.
Autopilot.
My bird. Alright, gotta find the spot that the objective wants me to land. Okay, flaps 3. Okay, gas, gas, gas. Alright, sitting at 400 feet a minute. We're 800 feet above, so we gotta keep going down faster. Okay. Oh, we announced on final.
If this cuts to commercial, I'm going to lose it, ha 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 ha.
You let me know if it does. I'll keep circling. Alright. Here we go. Just want to avoid all these trees. It says we're too high. White, 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 white. Too high. We want white, white, red, red. We got plenty of runway though. We're fine. Okay. Okay. Reverse thrust. Brakes. We go. Nailed it. All right. Come on. Let's go. There we go. Flaps up. Taxi on. This thing's so fast. Too early and too late. And look at this. We have to announce our taxi just so we can go to this parking spot. There we go.
November 82 traffic. Nasty Nate, Mike Delta Alpha 68 is taxiing to parking. November 82 traffic.
Isn't it cool that this plane's got reverse thrust though? That's sick.
Home sweet home.
Cheer.
Cheers, buddy.
Applause.
Off she goes. So I'm thinking we're gonna get an A rank, maybe even an S, if they like us enough. Oh, I think we're in the S territory. We're sitting on an S here. Everything went perfectly during this flight. Hell yeah. Oh my god. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Yeah. Have a good night.